Good morning, Year 8. It's the 8th week of home learning and this is our first virtual assembly, and I wanted to start by saying well done on following the rules on social distancing, staying at home, staying safe, saving the NHS and ultimately saving lives. So well done to all of you, because I know that you've taken this very, very seriously. Now it's a really unusual time for all of us. I'm really, really old, as we know, and I've never known anything like this in my lifetime. So I can only imagine that for you it feels very, very strange. Many of you have done really well, you've engaged with your home learning, and that's absolutely brilliant. Others of you have found it much more difficult, and I just wanted to say that that's okay too. These aren't normal times and we know that, and we're here to support you in whatever way we can. Please remember that if you are struggling in any way, you or your parents can get hold of me anytime. My email is on the website, and you can also reply to any of the texts that I've been sending home and they come straight to my email inbox. Please remember that we're still here for you. Okay, pause it there. I think it's only fair that we say a huge thank you to your parents. Your parents have had to step up and take on a very different role in recent times, and from everything I've heard, they've done a fantastic job. They're not only supporting you emotionally, doing all the usual parenting things, but they're also having to get to grips with that very complicated new technology themselves to support you in your home learning. So thank you to all of the parents, and thank you as well for your many messages of support. They've been really uplifting during what's quite a difficult and busy time for us, and I've shared your comments with other staff, and we really appreciate having your support and backing as we continue to try and support your children in what's really a difficult time for everybody. So this week is Mental Health Awareness Week, and this is a big issue at any time, but probably a bigger issue right now than at any other time. So I just wanted to remind you that there's lots of help out there for you. You can get in touch with your form tutors. You've all now got virtual classrooms, Google Classrooms, with your form tutors, and you can contact any of us via that at any time if you need any additional support. As well as that, we've put a link on those Google Classrooms for a charity called Young Minds. Now that's a charity that runs all the time, and they really provide excellent support and guidance to young people who are struggling. They're very aware of the unique struggles that teenagers sometimes come up against. So please, if you're struggling in any way, just have a look on that and see if there's some advice that could help you. Also, we need to be very aware during this time that adults perhaps are not feeling quite themselves. Many of your parents will have additional worries during this time, concerns about your health, their health, health of family members, financial concerns, lots and lots of things that are whizzing around in people's minds. So please have a mind to look out for them as well, to think about, to notice any changes. If somebody's having a bad day, you'd be surprised what a simple thing like taking somebody a cup of tea, what difference that can make to somebody's day. So just be aware of the people around you and try to offer them as much support as you can, and just be there for one another. Now look, it's okay not to be okay, especially during difficult times like this. So please use those places that you can go to get support, be it from your teachers, from your families, and from charities and online services as well. And although it's okay not to feel okay, there are some simple things that you can do that can just lift your mood and just make things feel better, which is why I'm talking to you out here. Because I'm out walking my dog, who's currently sniffing a bush. And the reason that this lifts my mood is that, this is Jeffrey, by the way. Jeffrey is the world's happiest dog. He doesn't ask for much. He's happy with his couple of walks a day, and he loves to come down here, chase his ball, and he kind of wears a silly little dopey smile on his face a lot of the time. So that's something that lifts my mood. And actually, we're very blessed here in Wales. We live in some of the most picturesque surroundings that there are in the world. So why not get out there, enjoy what's lovely weather at the moment, and just celebrate the fact that you're, you know, alive and well, and you have this little bit of extra time at the moment to be outside, enjoy it. And there's real scientific evidence that being outside amongst nature really lifts your mood. But if that's not possible for you, read a book, take yourself to another little world. It takes the stresses away from your own life, and it just takes your mind off things for a little bit. Make sure you take regular breaks if you're working long hours at a computer screen, as I am. Sometimes just getting away from it all just makes you come back, and you're actually more productive when you come back to work. Lots of you, I know, have taken up new hobbies. What a brilliant thing to do. We've got some pupils who've been cooking meals for their whole family, eating together and enjoying that. Some of you have even taken to growing your own herbs and vegetables to do that, and that's a wonderful thing. I've had messages from pupils who've taken up a new musical instrument, because let's face it, you can learn anything online. You could be learning a new language. I don't know how many of you know this, but you can actually learn British Sign Language for free at the moment. There are courses available, and if you're under the age of 18, you can learn that, and that's a really, really useful and valuable skill to have. Spend time with your family. If you're not in contact with people regularly, if you can't see people you're used to seeing, then FaceTime them. We're very lucky that many of us have this technology that allows us to go to places even though we're not actually there, so take advantage of that. Play games together. My son likes his nightly thrashing at Mario Kart. Sorry, I have to be honest, it's him who thrashes me, if we're being honest about it. But we sit down and we play that as a family on a night. We play cards, board games. He's a lover of Monopoly, nobody else is, but you know, it is something that he enjoys, and it's quite nice to have that little bit of extra time to spend together doing things. And sometimes just helping out a member of the family, you know, if you put a load of washing in to help mum out, or, you know, just cook a meal, or any of those things, tidy your bedrooms. All of those things are helping other people, and that lifts their spirits, and that in turn makes you feel good and feel better. But of course we all know that for some people mental health issues were a concern before all of this, and that's not going to have gone away. In fact, for some young people it's going to have delayed getting the support that they need. Please hang on in there, please reach out if you need help, because your mental health has never been more important than it is right now. Okay, well that's almost it from me today, Year 8. Just to remind you that your Google Classroom codes have been sent to parents. Please join them. Those form group classrooms are not for setting work, they are simply there to support you. Please feel free to message us if you need anything. And I know that your form tutors are desperate to hear from you, so please send them a message letting them know that you're okay. And the final thing from me really is just to remind you that I've asked you to send in some photographs. I thought it'd be really nice to have some photos of what you've been up to during lockdown, so that we can create a time capsule that we can look back at when you're in Year 11. Sounds like a long way away now, but it'll be on us before you know it, and it'll be fun to look back at that in years to come. And the final word from me is just that it's half-term week next week, so although I know that you're still going to be stuck at home, please take advantage of what's on your doorstep, get out and enjoy it as much as you can. Take a break from your schoolwork, particularly those of you that I know have been working really, really hard, and just enjoy it. This is 2 minutes from my house. It's right here. You don't have to break any rules to be enjoying the countryside here in Wales, and that's why we're so lucky. Stay safe, Year 8, stay well, we miss you, and hopefully we'll see you again fairly soon. Take care.